This time on Woody's Garage, we try to get our bearings.
I haven't looked at that footage to see what that looked like, but I think the auger bearing is beyond gone in this thing. The other day when we had a lot of snow, whenever I'd engage the auger, I'd lose RPM like hell, like it was really struggling. So it's to the point that, like, yeah, you got to change it out. I've kind of known it's been bad for a long time, but could be the end of this snowblower. I don't know. This thing's so beat. But we'll take off the bucket section and see what we can do. It's a beautiful day, really cold. It's about 20 degrees. What we need to do here is take off this cover, belt cover, and bolt there, and loosen that one. Take this one out and loosen there, the one on the bottom down there, and then the thing will fold in half. Let's loosen those up. You don't even have to take them out. I don't think. We will have to loosen this belt to get it all off. So that means we can get the belt around this, loosen that up, so we can loosen the belt. Just a guide. Here we go. Now, like I said, we got to take this out and loosen this one down the bottom down here, or maybe it's take two out. You can see that down there, because there's another bolt underneath. One pivots and two hold it. Okay, you take out those. 1, 2 on both sides. And there's one more kind of pivots on down below down here. I didn't even loosen those. The thing just kind of split on its own. And there you go. The whole thing comes out. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Now, of course, we've got to get the pulley off. Funny, I don't see a lot of wiggling like I kind of expected. There are 2 set screws underneath, which I already took out. Well, I took out one, but the other's loose. No, I should have gone cross-country skiing. Get a crowbar, I think. It ain't really budging. I think I might bring it indoors. It's too damn cold out here. And we're down in the torture chamber. I'll be giving it some heat. Get some lube. Tapped it back and forth a little bit. I don't know if the end's mushroomed over or not. Where's that freaking lube? Well, I'm sure we'll get it. Of course, the camera won't be on when I get it, right? All right. From the other side, and pardon me. Come on, my hangover. Where'd you go? It's getting away. Yeah, brother. Well, I'll tell you, if that bearing ain't destroyed before, it's destroyed now. We'll get it off. Just in case it's mushroomed. Now come off. Yeah, fun. And water. Sometimes it works. Probably not this time, but I think it's still boiling. It's not budging at all. Yeah, that did a lot of good. No. Okay, you sit right there. We'll try a little later. Okay, here we are back. It's another day. We got the pulley off first. Might have mentioned that already. And then this was a problem here. If you notice, I cut slots into the heads of these bolts so that I could hold them with a screwdriver while trying to turn off the nut. Well, that took a lot of heat and a lot of banging, etc. to get them off. But I got them off. This plate goes over that, which holds in the bearing And also this bushing sits over here. There's also a key in the keyway here. Everything's still hot because I've been hitting it with a torch. It was funny, my friend was over. He didn't want to be on camera. We were both fighting the hell out of this one, trying to get this thing off. Him holding the wrench while I was trying to turn this with an impact driver, with this impact driver. And we couldn't budge it. Said, the heck with it, I'll do it later. I swear, 2 hours later, it was easy as hell to come off. Well, not easy as hell. It came off to a point here, but this thing was so mushroomed out at the top, I had to file around it, and finally I got it off. So now we got this, still it's hot. We got this bearing, you can see. Yeah, that's wasted. Let's see if we get it all the way off here. It's funny, that's all there is. I mean, it's so strange. Let me see if I can get this thing off. Yeah, we got the big bar under it, and here it is. So it's a common one. That's good. I don't know if it's going to have any numbers on it. It might. Oh boy. Yeah, that thing was just completely shot. So this is the only thing that really holds it. Like that, just holds a thing in place and it rides on it. It's kind of cheapo, but yeah, we'll replace that. Awesome. Okay, here we have a used bearing, but it feels pretty good. And if you're careful, you can pry this rubber seal off of here and get some more grease in it before we install it. So hopefully we won't mangle the crap out of it. Well, it felt like that went right in there. Yep. That's what it is. It feels pretty good. You can see kind of petrified grease in there. I'm gonna put something in there to break it down a little bit. Hang on. Like some WD-40. Kind of rejuvenates the grease a little bit. Or at least it makes it move a little better. Maybe we should just get that crap right out of there, huh? Yeah. Alright. Let's get it out of there. And we'll pack some new stuff in the best we can. I only want to take off one side because, you know, you're pressing your luck doing two sides. Yeah. Yeah, pretty clean. I don't know. Maybe I should buy a new one, huh? Okay, we got synthetic grease here. Valvoline. Time for some new grease. Just about out. And we'll try to pack this in here the best we can. Yeah, that should do it. And back over to this mess. And yes, it is a mess. Let's clean up this area a little bit. Got the nuts and bolts washing around, a little bit of PB Blaster, kind of cleans them up good. Hopefully cleans them up good. And we got the bearing. And we got a little bit of this anti-seize. So you get this junk on your fingers and like you look at it for about a week. So I'm gonna just try to smear some on the shaft here and there. Not touching it. Then we'll take the bearing. After all this, I hope it fits the shaft. What? Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find a socket to go over that. We got a big 7/8 socket. There it is. Okay, and next is this guy, this spacer. We'll get a little this as well. Okay. What you doing there? And the key. What the hell happened to that key? I haven't seen it in ages. I'm probably going to have to look for that. But also, you wiggle a shaft around. Oh, I got that shit on my hands. You wiggle the shaft around and you can pull these out. Jeez, they really look like they come out quite a ways. A lot further than I thought. And, yeah, put this plate on. I don't know if they're welded or if it's like a, a square that they sit in. What a pain in the balls this is. Okay, this might be a little tricky. I'll get you back when I thread them through. Yeah, I mean, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take needle nose and hold them like this and start the, you know, put this on. I know you want to see the whole thing, right? And we'll start it and go all the way around like that. Yeah, pain in the neck, but doable. Of course, they're a little mushroomed on the top, so that doesn't help anything. Okay. Let's see if we can tighten them up for what it's worth. All right. I just kind of wonder what's going on the back side, if you know what I mean. If they're supposed to fit into those square holes, are they like, well, I think those square holes are totally rounded by now. Or I wonder if maybe they were welded in, you know, to keep them in place. They ain't now. And this is pretty tight. Yeah, like it. Oh yeah. That wine's pretty good. No play, no nothing. Nice. Very good. Next thing is a pulley. I think I want to clean up the shaft in here a little bit and get some anti-seize on that, and we'll put that on. Gotta find the key too. I have no idea what happened to that, of course. Okay. Yeah, we found the key. What we didn't find are the bolts to hold the pulley on. And I know they're with the bolts that holds, that goes for these guys to hold the bucket on. And they're probably in a cup that looks just like that, and there's about 8 million of them around here. But what I find is, you know, when things get like this, you stop, you clean up, and suddenly they appear. So hopefully they will, because I can't proceed until then. Well, the other bolts are on the snowblower itself. These two I couldn't find, but these two are good enough replacements, I think. So, I think we'll put a little anti-seize on these, but not on these. I almost want to put thread locker on them. Because, yeah, because you want them to stay. So, and that key is beat to crap. We'll see if, okay, we'll put this on and we'll kind of smear it back and forth. It even goes on. Oh, I see, I got that a little bit. There we are. Put my foot in the auger to get. You should always put your foot in the auger.
Yeah, do it while it's running.
No. Yeah. So that we can get them lined up like so. That's good. Let's see if we can drive this destroyed pin in there. Let's put the destroyed end in first there. See if we can tap that in. That would be golden. It's like we got 2 feet of snow, and then it's been raining for the last couple of days, and water's like seeping into the basement. Yeah, this thing needs a little smoothing out. Okay, we cleaned it up. I had to put it in a vise, and we just pounded it in. And I'll tell you, that thing is tight as hell right now, so we got to get out the socket wrench and tighten up those bolts, and then I think we can put the thing back together. But of course, I need to figure out how this brake thing went. Oh, I guess that's how it went. And that crappy looking hole. Oh yeah, that looks nice in there. Yeah, I think we'll have to clean that out a little bit too. I think it was Jeep who told me, like, just throw this thing away. He's probably right. And of course, I find them. So I want to get the original ones back in, so I'm taking these guys out. Okay, well, I got that one in, and what I had to do, with the socket here, I jammed it full of rags, so I could use it kind of as a nut driver to get it started, because it's kind of deep in here. We'll do the same to the other one. Yeah, because I think the pulley's actually going to be hard to take off again, so that's why we're doing it this way. Yep, they are in, and boy, this feels tight and really nice. Rolls beautiful. We just got to clean out inside this for that brake, and then we can throw the bucket back on. Yeah, that's how that goes. That's kind of the brake. It's all worn out. The spring like this. I figured I'd grease it up since it's off the machine. Might be easier, but there's no Zerk fittings on this at all. I doubt those are shear pins. This thing is so old and crappy. But I'll get some grease in here, and I'll also add some grease in here. This thing was leaking when I got it, so I've been using 00 oil, which is some pretty thick stuff. I don't know if I can show you. I can't really. I got some in this oil can, and I'll try to squirt some in there. And it's kind of like a self-leveling thing. So the way I have it right now is not smart, but it'd be easy to put some in and then tip the thing down and see if any oozes out. This stuff is so thick, though. It's made so that it still lubricates, but it won't leak out. Good stuff. Now we got it down flat on the floor like we should have it. And just shooting some in here until it comes out. We'll use the excess on the axles here, on the
Yeah, let's call them axles. Yeah, that's coming out of there, so we'll just hit these with the ends, with a little bit of the grease. Yeah, one-handed camera work, sorry. So you never get this shit done if you like set up every single shot, you know? Well, that's what the good channels do, right? So, before, when we were taking this apart, I said that it pivoted on that. It does not. It pivots on this one. And you can see that this one I could have left in there and just pulled the thing out like that. And the top one is to secure it. So, we'll put it back in. The belt has to go through the brake arm there. It's kind of weird. So you might have to dick with that if you got one of these. But the belt is on. As you can see, it's just like wicked mud out here from everything melting. Look at that. It's like a river that comes down the side of my house. And remember what it looked like a couple of days ago? Yeah. But I don't even think that's mud. That's probably grease from me working here for so many years. Okay. You can see how that screws in that slot there. Same on the other side. And all you gotta do is do this. Hold it up. Put the other one on the other side and you're golden. Alright, we got the belt on. We got these snugged up, one on each side. They're just kind of touching the belt. You know, not too much. A little play in there. Just got to put the cover on. And this thing's all ready to go. Oh, we got to put the whatchamacallit back on. Thing with a chute adjuster. Yeah, I always wondered why it stopped kind of short there. It should go like a little further. You see what I mean? On this side it's fine. On this side, no. Wonder why that is. I got it. So this thing comes around and that stop hits there. Some dummy, me, put this on the wrong side. It should be over there. And then it'll swing further. You know what I mean? So we'll swap those out. Yeah, that's much better. You see the whole machine. I think it can kind of go behind you, you know what I mean? It's better than this. Just to the side. Sometimes you do want it like that, like when you're going out in the street or whatever. So that's good. We just got to put on the chute thing. That's good. You can even hear it run. Or it was so noisy. Success. I'm not going to do any of this snow because it's like permafrost. We had rain and sleet and freezing rain, which just made it into a, like I said, permafrost. Okay, that's good. Thanks for watching. Okay, I just started it up. I was going to move it, and I'm finding out it doesn't have any drive. So I'm going to try taking the spring off and tightening this up a little bit and seeing if that's enough to give it enough adjustment to make the wheels drive. It's kind of weird. What I'm going to do, don't know if it's the right way, but push this up with a screwdriver and use the pliers to take the spring out so that I can adjust that. And you notice this is threaded So you can just kind of screw it in, and that'll shorten the length of the cable and have more pull on the drive. Okay, that was quite an adjustment I made, and nothing. So something's going on. We gotta take off the pan. Weird, how can two things break at once? We got the friction wheel, which rides on this disc which drives the wheels. And let's see if I can pull in the lever. It's definitely making contact. I don't really know why this isn't working, but we're gonna clean off this disc anyway. I don't know, it's pretty clean. I don't get it. I would say the drive wheel was fine. What I'm doing is, when I'm screwing this thing in towards this, all I'm doing is screwing this plastic thing. I'm not shortening it, because as soon as you do it, you can pull it right back down. See what I mean? So I'm not quite sure what's in there. I can't see to tighten this up. I see now. This is hard to pull up, but we got it up. And this is what you got to turn. This thing right here. And it looks like maybe it was up there and it creeped down. You know, you hold this part and then you screw that in. So we'll bring it up to about here and see if it's better. That is a locking nut on there. So now this whole thing slides over this and hooks to that. We'll see if that's any better. Go. Yeah, that did it. I guess I should have known that, right? See you later.